Welcome back to Nino Kuni 2. So before we go to Capstan-Upon-Hall, what?
Are we still waiting for Godo and Mr. Wright?
We are, but they'll arrive in this part. Anyway,
unfortunately, guys.
I've already read this. I must have forgotten. But go ahead, Jova. You were saying.
Unfortunately, Jova, Phoenix Wright took a wrong turn at San Francisco and got delayed.
But that's why we're finally meeting him this part.
Yeah,
took him a while, didn't it?
I was trying to say though that before we go and meet Mr. Wright at Capstan-Upon-Hall, we still have some citizens to level up. As soon as I'm done showing this off, please.
Didn't we ever see this?
Yeah.
So outside of having
unfortunately, I realized it too late. But go ahead.
So outside of them, being assigned to the activities, are there other ways to level them up?
You'll see too. You'll see. Leveling up citizens is different from from leveling up citizens. It's just as simple as going to the citizens tab and just leveling them up.
Just the spell. Okay.
Lovely.
All right.
Water
let's see.
balloon.
Let's learn water balloon, level 1 specifically. There you go.
Oh yeah, it's upgrading. Okay.
Basically,
it's similar to the Crystarium of Fantasy Type 0, where you spend loot on a skill tree, kind of like upgrading your magic in different ways.
Mm-hmm. It's also kind of reminiscent of Rogue Galaxy. In Rogue Galaxy, also required you to get materials to also
to unlock the abilities. Yeah.
There you go. Now that I've leveled up Water Balloon to level 5, I've unlocked the Water Bomb upgrade to it.
But we'll need to research more into this, I guess.
So
you need to carry out more research to learn it, yes. Because my spell works are still at level 1, so... you were saying, Jova, sorry?
Is the water balloon red?
No, it's blue.
Aw, man, now I won't be able to...
It's a water sphere, Jova, not Evan throwing, a
we already have Fireball for that, Jova.
Ah, what a shame. Now we won't be able to complete the Lucky Charms, then.
Oh, nice.
You know. Also, has anyone seen the Lucky Charms rap?
Oh, please.
No, thank you.
It's about as bad as you can imagine.
Fireball. There's your red
balloon,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's gonna make the cereal extra spicy.
Wouldn't surprise me.
A spicy cereal? Never would have imagined that.
Alright.
Oh, there you go. Roland's spell repertoire is very minimal.
Yeah, it's mostly
as I expected. Yeah,
it's mostly defensive spells. As for Tani, she has a lot of offensive magic like Spark Spike, mostly lightning magic.
All right.
Why would you call lightning a spike?
Well, in this case, Spark. Spike is the.
Remember, her weapon of choice is a spear, so maybe it's a lightning spear.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, a spike in many cases is kind of like a gigantic needle, as opposed to a zigzag like you'd expect lightning bolts.
Well, I think that's from the first addressing name, Jova Spark.
As for Batu, he's of the rock element,
I get that.
which fits with his character, of course.
I guess that's the way the localizers felt. I don't even know.
Hey! It's alliteration. It sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
True.
That's probably the logic.
But at least these seem to be better magics than the one in Quest 64. So
that's hard.
You can have a rock, or a bigger rock, or
but what about the magic bear that makes you invincible to literally everything?
Seriously.
I'm surprised you guys are as familiar with that game as I was.
I saw Progero's review of it. Especially, Joe, because in Europe that game has a completely different name. I'm gonna check in a second, tell you exactly what it is, but Quest 64 was the name of that in America.
Quest 64 was supposed to be the big JRPG.
No Nintendo. There you go. In Europe, it was called Holy Magic Century. It was like it would be something like the 60s Batman will say.
That actually sounds kind of awesome.
Holy Magic Century Batman.
Yeah.
Precisely, Robin. I do believe that this is a lackluster JRPG released upon the public.
Yeah,
So-
because Square. Because
So what
Square,
does young man
because-
want?
because they're
Scary
Square
Winkles.
Ingrates jump ship to PlayStation.
Scary. Oh, that's right. They're part of Full Vision.
Yeah, basically, remember, Young Man is one of Gaugia's pupils, so she wants to make him a meal because, you know, that's the best way to thank him is to give him food, obviously.
Oh, so that way Senpai will notice her.
Go ahead, Jova.
Well, I don't think you're supposed to eat the shell.
Possibly.
I tried taking it out of the shell and perhaps cooking it with some rice.
Shirai?
That sounds delicious. I'm sure I will enjoy that.
I certainly hope so.
Go ahead.
But do not worry. I will not let my cooking lessons interfere with my spear training.
Oh god.
Will you be... I will cook with spears.
I just realized, warrior.
Don't...
Please,
Jova, stop.
God help you if it's spaghetti.
No, we're cooking with rice. We're not cooking with spaghetti.
Rice in some forms is a pasta, but yeah, she's literally Undyne trying to combine
Jova?
cooking with
I'm gonna
spears.
pretend I did not hear what you just said. Please, let's just move on.
Well, moving on.
I mean, it's just Undyne. Besides, you like that
No,
game too, Theo.
no, about rice.
Jova, let's just
Oh.
move on.
Oh,
The
right.
the point is,
Yeah, the
thanks,
point is you managed to satisfy Zhangjia thanks to a new meal.
not just that,
Basically,
too,
Theo,
but
there-
I got a strong spear out of it, so I just put it on Tani.
Basically,
sense.
Theo, to explain, some people chop up noodles and then form them into rice particles to make a bout of rice-a-roni.
Hey, Lily. Go ahead, Shirai.
I hear that you took the name of the kingdom from an ancient story about a great kingdom. It was very aptly chosen.
Just hope we don't repeat their mistakes and get wiped out like they did.
Alright.
Alright then.
Oh, guess that's it.
History always finds a way to repeat.
Oh, that's
itself.
another thing.
Yeah.
That's another small little improvement from the original. Remember, Teo, how in the original game, every time you go close to a person, the little speech icon shows up? And it's always the same?
Oh yeah, you told us that if
Yeah,
the
about the
person
blue icon.
needs a side quest, it's blue.
Not just that, Teo, but when that person, when you're talking to someone who has the yellow speech icon, and that person, from the moment, as long as that person has something new to say, the speech icon will remain lit up. But then when you officially finish talking to, and she has lost all of lines, the speech bubble will fade out in color. So you'll know that
Yeah,
you've finished talking to that person particularly.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, didn't you mention on the previous part as well?
No, you only mentioned about the blue,
The blue-
ones.
the blue ones,
This
yeah.
one it was new to me.
Yet another little thing to waste to
Ease up.
minimize player wasting time as much as possible. But anyway, let's get some errands done because that will accumulate some togs, as Webbs calls them. Togs. Yes, tokens of
Token of
gratitude.
gratitude.
Tokens of gratitude.
Well, I mean, isn't that kind of what they're called?
For short.
Yeah.
They're like pogs, just with a T.
TOG. That's not Tales of Graces, but anyway, quest completed.
The penguin icon looks even more like one of his limes.
Okay, I get it. You're giving away iron nuggets. Okay, that's it. I'm muting the video until it's done.
It's done.
And I think we're
Yeah,
done.
no patience, please.
But it was annoying. Oh, thank God it's done.
The Brothers Grimm?
Oh no.
Remember, Teo, our writer and director loves fairy tales.
And hey, I mean, just because that movie sucked balls doesn't mean the Brothers Grimm are inherently bad.
Well, obviously. That movie was just a terrible movie in general.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh, Terry Gilliam, what happened to you? Well, I guess the Weinsteins
Alright,
did not
well,
help.
the
him
problem,
either,
his
but,
problem, Jove, is that he's an animator. That's what he is. He's an animator. But for some reason, he thinks that somehow makes him fit for directing films. I don't know why.
Hadn't he like co-directed at some point before though?
Yeah, he co-directed
he
some of the
did,
Python movies, but he had Terry Jones helping him out. Anyway, let's put Miss Henny in charge of the Institute of Innovation. And
The what
better
innovation?
construction. The Institute
Remember,
of
Jova,
Innovation. I've
we-
already
we
explained this.
usually-
Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. It's just the way you said it sounded weird. That's all.
All right, citizens. Oh, Tanya is some citizens for us to level up.
Alright then.
But first, let me see.
Yeah, Yukon has not been assigned to nothing, so
Yeah,
might as well.
the minor market garden. There you go.
Oh, she's very suitable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else? We still have no gardener.
Can we still build this?
No, we can't build. Well, what would use be in building a garden if we don't have a gardener?
True, but I've seen that you have a lot of buildings but have no people assigned to them anyway.
True, but in this particular, when it comes to the garden, like it literally tells you need to have someone with the green fingers skill. Get it, green
All right.
fingers.
So, okay then,
All right, let's
Stanley, come on in there.
Let's level up some citizens. First
No,
time.
Jova, we
Go ahead,
don't
Shiri.
want... Oh, sorry.
It looks like saving away for the boss all these years has paid off. If you need something doing, Evan, leave it to me.
So yeah, Tiny leveled up. Now she's a veteran of the Dowser's instant skill instead of a beginner.
Wow, what goes beyond veteran, I wonder?
Master.
Of
And
course.
beyond master or doctorate?
There's 3 different phases for the citizens levels: veteran, beginner, veteran, and master. And for the record, this also does come up in research because in order to conduct some research, you need someone who's a master of a certain skill. Like for example, that would be maybe to develop certain weapons at the weapon shop. You'll need someone who's master of a certain weapon-related skill.
Makes sense.
Ah, there's plenty of folks who think a swab like me only good for nothing. Fighting. But there's more than one string to me bow, matey.
True. Aside from being a great sword unit for my army, he's also great with a wrench. So,
Lovely.
all right, now let's level up Carol. Go ahead, Jova.
Well, I was in charge of supplies back in Cloud Coil Canyon. 'Tis where I got me eye for detail. Ah, there's none quicker than me in picking what's up afoot. You mark me words.
Alrighty, now Floyd. Kitchen shops. Level up. I may be a chef by trade, but there's so much more I'm capable of. You could almost say I have other fish to fry.
Cue the Seinfeld theme.
Alright, who else? No one else. Basically, the experience they gain depends on... obviously, they don't gain any experience if they're not assigned to anything. Basically, have them assigned to a facility, and yes, Teo, as you can probably guess, they gain more XP if they're in a facility that suits them.
Of course. Well, it makes sense.
Indeed. Alright, we don't have enough IQ at the outfitters, so I guess we'll... for now, I guess we'll research more armor. As for the weapon workshop... yeah, we'll... full potential and further. Sure, we'll go with this. Alright, what else? Oh yeah, and I have no one at the Hubble Library. Alright, shot. Oh, never mind. I actually forgot. Like, I didn't even reach level 1 of the spell work, so yeah, no wonder I can't make any spells. But for now, let's research some actual out-of-battle spells, like Nature's Tongue. You might remember this from the first game, which is the spell that allows us to talk to animals.
Oh, goody. So you get to do this also here?
Yes, basically, too, most of the non-battle spells from the first game you have to research them at the Spellworks.
Oh, yeah, cool. I just didn't know this also came back.
Yeah, they all come back. Nature's Tongue, Spirit Medium, Rejuvenate. What else? No, I've already learned everything from the barracks. Explorers
Looks
Guild.
like you got ahead of yourself in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Chirpy Branch. Garden, money came free. I guess we're kind of done.
I think so, yeah.
Are we done yet?
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Both of those are
Oh,
movies starring
are we there
Ice
yet?
Cube.
Are we there yet?
No, and fuck your movie references.
Alright, that's it then. Let's check our items and get rid of these exclamation points because my OCD gets the better of me.
Considering how much loot there is in this game, it's a nightmare for you.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, Theo, the item scrolling is very fast, so... Alright. Alright, let's go to Shipshire Cape.
For reals? We're not gonna get sidetracked this time.
No, we're not gonna get sidetracked this time. We're
Oh,
literally...
look, a shiny bear! Get them, Evan.
I could,
No,
but...
no. I'm not going to let my ADD or ADHD or ADPD, attention deficit Portuguese disorder, get to me.
But you're a cat, you're supposed to be attracted by random shiny
Well,
things.
is it-
I'm
The
only
attention
part
deficit.
cat.
Well,
shit.
look at the bright side. At least it's not that stupid guy on YouTube who that talks about DDHD, whatever the hell that is. Basically, there's a moron on YouTube who's calling out what he calls fake mental illnesses, saying that mental illnesses are fake, and then it's just, for example, the old ADHD thing. The attention deficit disorder. He said maybe it's not that. Maybe the teachers are boring as shit, and the kids are just like. There you go. See, basically he's saying that. Basically, his argument is that if these things were real, then half my generation would be retarded or something like that. Like basically, it's this moron who.
And of course, he has nothing to prove his own argument.
Not just that. Not just that too. The thing that he says that bogs most my mind for me is this crap didn't exist 20 years ago. No, just because we didn't have that disease.
Or talked about
Medical
it.
term.
Just because the disease hasn't been discovered yet, that doesn't mean it just didn't exist. Diseases don't just start existing when they're officially documented in the medical journals. That's not how the world works. This disease started existing in this exact date.
Also,
Hey.
there's a notorious wyvern bear.
Yeah. Guess
Yeah.
we should just leave him be.
For now,
For the
because
moment, at least.
yes, for now. Let's see, shiny.
More shiny. Very, very good. Just like I said, distracted by shiny. Evan lives up to his
This
character
rock
persona.
is, but Theo, this material is shiny. You must have some sort of important role in our quest.
Yes. So many slimes.
Indeed.
Oh, you're testing the new spell. Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, the upgraded spell.
Well, actually, no. Right now, I'm just using the normal spell. Basically, even if, aside from the typical spells you can use in your skills menu, if you press R1, again, Roland will shoot his weapon, and in case of Evan,
will use his wand.
a typical blue spell that kind of works, like, think of it as his equivalent of his bullets from Roland's gun.
Sure.
It still costs MP, but it just costs less.
It's the ruin spell. Basically, after starting with 13, the Final Fantasy games also have this kind of idea of having a simple, non-elemental spell that's used for this kind of situation.
Think of it as this game's equivalent of key blasts, where you don't want to spend all your energy with a Kamehameha, so just spam little key waves.
Mm-hmm. Alright, can we go to the port now, for realsies?
Yes, we can, for realsies. Capstan-Upon-Hall.
Speaking of ports,
Alright then.
Here we are.
alright then.
Welcome
Cast
to
upon. Goddamn.
Welcome to Capstan-Upon-Hall.
Oh, no subtitles.
I like here for trains to Leeds, Doncaster, Huddersfield, and other Yorkshire places.
Mowing the gap between the train and the platform.
Oh, hi there, honey.
Yep.
How are
You
you?
didn't happen to see a gang of shipbuilders on way here, did you? They'd be a bit older than you, I reckon, and about twice as strapping. Alright, apparently there's a gang of shipbuilders missing. You didn't?
Hmm.
Well, fair enough. In fact, that's probably for the best. Yep. Alright then, moving on.
Huh. Well, that was a bit ominous.
Tripper.
Gosh, it's not quite as lively as I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, something's
All right,
not
what's the
right.
story here, and who do I need to help get out of the funk? Well, hello there.
Go ahead,
What's
Jova.
it? It's not the lasses here in Capstan-Upon-Hall. Hey, you're a sunny one, you. There's plenty of blokes around here, you know. Well, normally there's any road. Well, now, we've got a Gerudo situation here. Wow. Actually, this works for all of us.
I love
Sure
that line.
included.
I love that line. They're all thick as pudding. As thick as pudding?
So, the women here...
It's Capstan-Upon-Hall's in a Yorkshire accent. Hang on, let me do this one. Hey up, tourist, are you?
That's a girl, Dwibs.
Try to do my
Whatever.
feminine
Man's voice, I guess. Never
Well, I'm
mind,
afraid
never
up
mind, never
myself
mind.
here in Capstan-Upon-Hall, and you've come at right bedtime and all.
Go to 21 or 21:15 if you can.
My name's Keely, and I'm from Yorkshire.
You know what?
Okay,
You know what?
21.
Alright, we're almost there actually.
You know what? Actually, oh wait, I'll let you count Shuri in first.
3, 2, 1, click.
Ask the
as-
gaffer, and that's all you need. He'll be upstairs, I reckon. So there's one guy here. So okay, you know, actually, Dreams, you giving that girl man's voice, that works. We can Muppets Treasure Island this.
Big fat
Hey, who
baby
knows?
face Scary O'Brien.
Alright.
Very good.
Oh, there's
Well,
a
hello, the one
Uh,
man here.
Oh,
ladies, and
so-
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this universe's Emmerdale.
Wow, I have to say here, these women sure do build a tight ship.
What could have happened?
Shiny. I got a
A
banana.
shiny.
A bonanza.
Okay,
Which actually reminds me, do the bananas return as
No,
well?
no. Instead, we have bonanzas.
all right,
Aw.
all right, Mr. Wright. Which of these women is Trucy's mother?
Definitely not the one up Yorkshire way.
Yeah, the one with the man's voice. She's cute.
Yeah.
Regardless, here's Mr. Wright. Go ahead, Jova.
Oh,
he has,
Ted.
he has
Oh,
something on his head.
So this is right in his
Oh.
retirement.
Makes well. Hey, that's a pretty good retirement. Unless all these girls are his daughters as well. Yes, that's me. Oh well, you're a bit shorter than I were imagining, but nice to meet you, Your Majesty. Name's Wright. I'm to gaffer around these parts.
Wow, he got so old he lost his spiky hair.
Had to go down eventually. Puggy told me you were after, but you're not best fixed up to help you just now, if I'm honest.
Still has
Really?
more hair than pain.
Has something happened? You could say that, there were a few days back now, and a load of the boats were out fishing when a monster showed up and smashed the lots of them to bits.
Okay, if this were based off Yorkshire, this is a weird way to translate the Yorkshire accent to text.
Mike,
The young ones
well,
were
remember,
looking
Jova.
to
Sorry.
snicker
Well,
sneeze
well,
the thing, but the poor blokes haven't been seen since.
well, remember, Dwebs. The localization team's logic for making the fairies Welsh in the first game was because Welsh are have a strong tongue and all that stuff. So I'm pretty. I don't think it's a matter of that. Like they just put in Yorkshire accents because quirky.
Don't need to
Yorkshire.
overthink it.
Whatever.
Let it go, Twibs. Other places pronounce it differently.
Silence!
Go ahead,
Not in
Sherry.
this country, it isn't. Now go on and read, puppet.
Basically,
Excuse me, Dwips was the one who was being rude, not me.
I was talking to him, sure. Oh my god!
It was
you
my
two
dialogue that.
Oh
it
my
was
God.
It was
Oh
my
my God.
dialogue that was up.
Basically, Tani convinced Evan to help these people so they will be more obliged to them.
Also,
Oh,
hey,
apparently-
Evan, we're JRPG protagonists, so you know what to
also
do.
there we have it, Pedro. Sure, responding to when I was asking for Dwibs. More proof that they're the same person. Just
But again, my dialogue was
By the way,
the
notice
one that
Strippy in the
was
back.
on
Sorry,
screen.
notice Lofty in the
Trying
background.
to balance on the thing.
What the hell is
Lofty.
he doing?
Lofty,
Oh,
Lofty, get down from there.
You can't fall from
Apparently,
there.
So apparently the name Capstan-Upon-Hall is based off a real place in Yorkshire called Kingston-upon-Hull.
Oh, there you go. In that case, never
Oh.
mind. It's intentional.
Leaf book? Leaf book.
The flora of Cloudcoil Canyon. Cloudcoil Canyon is home to a peculiar plant known as the prop-leafed clover. By spinning its large leaves, it generates a breeze that can carry its seeds far across the valley. It can even wind up a miniature whirlwind.
Oh, so
You
it's
will learn
like the
true
giant
facts about the
blocks like from
prop-leaf
Smash Brothers.
clover.
Yes, but they only exist in Cloudcoil Canyon. Alright then. A sinister scene.
Here, who voices this one?
Shiroi.
Okay, here's a sketch I made while visiting a cave deep underground. The dark water that flowed there served to chill the air, and I could not help feeling that there was some presence lurking in its depths. As soon as I finished this piece, I raced back to daylight.
Oh, you shouldn't overthink it, honey. I'm sure it was just the wind. Not a demonic being who wants to devour worlds or succumb everywhere.
I'm sure it was just the wind.
But okay, so I see everything's shipshape here except the men are missing.
Alright then, in that case, let's see if we can find them. Let's
They're
go
on Mars, Pedro.
to the Briny
They're on
Shrine.
Mars.
To the Briny
Yes.
Shire.
Wait, sorry, I thought moms needed moms, not dads.
No, that remember Jova, like in South Park, a man managed to colonize Mars, but you know the
Women
truth behind
colonize
it.
You know what
Yes.
happens on Mars.
Yes.
So Mars needs mom was lying. It really
Yes,
needs
it
dad.
was-
Are you really
Propaganda.
are you really surprised by that? Anyway, they're in Briny. They were last sighted at the Briny Shrine. So to the Briny Shrine.
How do we get? Oh right.
Don't worry,
Come
Joe.
on,
We have a
Pikmin.
We have a marker in the world map telling us where to go.
There we go.
The winner is. Wait, where's Olimar?
He couldn't make it. He was bitten by a bug.
He's too busy
Rather swallowed by a bug.
He's too busy being in Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah, remember his helmet was just cracked for a second, so he died from oxygen poisoning.
Oxygen deprivation, you mean?
Oh, so
Actually,
it's like that
surprisingly
alien
not,
species.
Babes. The physiology of the species that Olimar is based on, basically, for them, oxygen is actually toxic, so that's why he's always wearing his space helmet.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
The
so he's-
entire plot of the first Pikmin is that you need to rebuild your entire ship in a set amount of time, otherwise the gas that is maintaining Olimar alive will finish and basically will die. Yes,
so he's kind of like Talia's species from Mass Effect.
kinda.
And here I was thinking Pikmin was just cute.
Talia is
Oh,
in the case of in the case of Tali Jova, it's more because of their species has been due to evolutionary mistake. They're very susceptible to any kind of bacteria that the air can carry, so we need to be always in a closed environment.
Except for when it's time for sex or shepherd.
Well, in that case, remember Jova, in that case, Mordim actually managed to prepare something that can help her a bit.
Yeah, to get naked. And let me remind you that.
Oh,
doesn't
hold
happen-
on. Let's see what happens.
Gone open out as a glaring like a shipbuilder's. A wretched creature gobble them up, do you think?
Yeah, basically,
wait.
basically everybody we talked over it, but basically there was suspicions that they were caught by a creature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a sea monster.
Mhm. Over there, do you see? There's something on top of that platform.
Sure.
Sure.
Oh yeah, let's go and take a closer look, shall we?
No,
What's up
fool.
with
What
those-
if it's a
I'm
also?
sorry.
What is the
What's up with the webbings?
what are the people entangled in the web?
Well, Teo, Teo, that maybe
Something is telling me that it wasn't a sea creature but a spider.
A female spider, probably. And those are either
Right,
her
you're right.
kids or their men.
Some kind of cocoon or egg or something.
Oh no! Don't tell me we are the xenomorphs, so we enter into the set of the next Aliens movie.
Oh, God.
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh boy!
I'm sure it's pretty.
What? What's that?
Sure.
Blimey.
Oh my gosh, there's something inside it.
Someone.
Someone. Yeah, also
Somebody.
Tani.
You mean if there's people in them? Every one of the blessed things?
Also, those are cocoons. There's obviously something in them.
I guess they never saw them one like that before. Jesus Christ.
Are we gonna get a
No.
So
giant
we need to
spider?
free them, I guess.
Then we best get the poor swabs out.
True, but we should be careful about it.
How are we gonna get the ones clinging up on the wall out? Shoot them?
We can use magic.
Careful, we're not alone. Don't worry, guys. I know how to do this. I watched Lord of the Rings.
Wait, so you...
Roland, what's that?
Oh boy, it's the prostitute spider from Okami. Joyful.
Oh, wait,
no.
wait. What kind of a spider
Jelly
is-
Queen, gruesome grand dame of the gloomy deep.
That thing is.
Okay, so dealing with the spider. So what, do we have to get her into human form so she'll try and seduct us then?
I don't know how to
And
react.
then
to
shoots
this.
laser from
Yes!
the tentacles.
Because why not?
Honey, why do you even need to use your webbing? Just use your lasers to fry your food if you prefer.
Laser!
The evolutionary line of this creature must be really impressive. Probably someone created this with spore.
Wait a minute. Is this an octopus, a spider, a jellyfish, a scorpion, or I don't
That
know.
shoots lasers.
Let's just
It
mix
has
it.
eyes on her tentacles too.
Yes, she has understandable. Yeah, I love the design of this thing.
Let's just do what Avatar did, but instead of taking 2 animals, let's take a shit ton.
Seriously,
Yes.
here I was thinking we were just gonna get a water spider, but nope, we just had to up the ante with this now, didn't we?
Oh, Jesus.
Come on! We have to free them!
I guess already dead.
And then we'll take
Nah.
the Jelly Queen's... And then we'll take the
Nah,
Jelly Queen's remains with us and have a
Right,
nice...
that's you.
Hey, don't cracky me out of here. I thought I were a goner.
You might remember this guy posted something on Leafbook a few parts back.
Yeah, actually, I remember that.
Oh,
I'm
remember,
guessing that.
remember, Leafbook usually is used to foreshadow later events.
Yeah. Yeah, braided this good and proper, eh? Right tasty you are, not like a slot.
So, Catch, would you say you had a nice catch and release?
Is everybody safe? Mr. Wright was awfully worried about you all.
Yeah, I bet we were. There'll be no getting done. We are all got up here. We'd best get back sharpish or we'll never hear the end of this.
Drippy, why?
Lofty.
Lofty, Drippy,
Turn into
whatever.
Luffy!
It's the same thing.
Tara for now. See you back in Capstan.
Dwibs! I'm ashamed of
Dibs,
you. Did you-
don't be fairiest.
Dwibs. Have you not seen the Will Smith film that told you that fairy lives matter?
Yeah.
Alright?
Which one was that?
Right. Ugh,
Right.
terrible.
Oh, I thought, for some reason, I thought you were on about I Am Legend.
Surprisingly.
No.
Not even Hancock could lose. Does anyone even remember Hancock at this point?
I saw Hancock a few months back, but
It's
I
a
can't
movie
remember.
that tries way too hard to be a deconstruction of superhero stories, but it's just off being spirited and
Wait.
awful.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Different from
Well,
the
one
early
of the
2000s,
writers-
Rova.
well, one of the writers created Breaking Bad, so
It's weird, man, because Breaking Bad actually works for a story about a jerk-ass. So I don't know what happened. I guess Will Smith meddling.
I mean...
That's usually what happened.
plus it was directed by okay, I think just listing him as a guy who made Battleship is unfair. Peter Berg has made good films.
How...
It just seems that his calling's not big budget blockbusters, just more smaller personal films.
To be honest, it is kind of a given
Oh,
fact
hold on.
that not
There we
everyone
go.
is going to have a solid, perfect record. There's going to be
Yeah.
some stinkers. Your Majesty, the lads are all back safe and sound. You've done Capstan-Upon-Hall right, big favor, and then some.
Jova, if I were from Yorkshire, I'd want
You're
to.
sure that's saying right, eh? The kid's a flipping animal. Clobber that thing was snatched up out like it were not. Bosh! Celebration orgy.
Who you calling kid, you sack-soft loaf?
Sackless
Some babe from down the road. It's a king. King Evan of the Artlands. I'll have you know.
Sure up, a king and all at this age?
Oh, you'll be surprised, Catch.
Oh, I see me. But what's some king from over Tilfaner Way doing coming to rescue like of us?
I came from the land of far, far away.
Yes.
We need shipbuilders, and Mr. Wright told us that his shipbuilders needed our help.
Indeed.
So, help we did.
So that's it, eh? Well, King Evan, if it's boat builders you need, you found your blokes.
An
Lovely.
Italian doing a British accent. That's interesting.
What are you after exactly? A nice fishing boat, maybe? Or somewhere to live in? We can do a rate good houseboats if you need one.
Now, a sea traveling boat, if you don't mind.
We need something big
So a ship.
and hard wearing. We plan to sail around the world and conquer. Hydropolis first, and then, well, who knows?
We're gonna
Other
follow in the
projects.
Portuguese's footsteps and start by conquering the waterways.
Yes.
Tch, around the flipping world, he says, like it's not. Well, I hate to disappoint you, but they'll not get an ocean-going boat of any wood we got around here.
True, in order to build a boat like that, we need specially strong
Well,
wood.
we do have the wood of the forest.
It's okay, Catch. We just happen to be personal friends with a master of the forest that doesn't give a shit about the trees. So
As a matter of fact, he's even part of my kingdom.
yeah, he's the minister of finance.
Hard-wearing wood.
I've already made that joke in the first game's commentary, so
She's still recording.
Hard-wearing wood, that's what Bodley said. I think we'd better go up and speak with Niall. He'll know something for sure.
Will you now? Well, you best go and ask mate Niall then, eh? Cyrus know when you had a word with him.
alright. Basically,
I do and all. We've a debt of gratitude to be paying you back.
the Forest of Niall actually kind of works as a double dungeon because there's a whole nother side of the Forest of Niall we haven't explored yet because it's been closed off until this point, and that's what we're going to explore now. Catch of the
more
day.
leaf-
But that's
Wow,
you
look at
that's you
that.
too. That's you too.
I confess I am proud of myself today. It has been an age since I landed a catch this big. It's sure enough to feed everyone in the kingdom.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wait,
Maku Tsunami's father. This is where he went to, into the world of Ninokuni.
The freaky fish guy.
Matt for
Charming
monsters.
cat-
Yar, get a load of this fine snap of a charfinch. It's very brilliant glory. If you ask me, it is more beautiful even than the fairest pirates. Look at its bright red eyes and that flaming tail. Ah, this truly a work of. So yeah, once again, I love hashtag I love monsters, basically.
Okay.
Alright then, so I guess we'll get to the necessary wood in the next part then.
Yes. See you then.
Indeed.
See ya.